And welcome back to our special coverage tonight. As you have heard, Fox News has projected that Donald Trump has won the New Hampshire primary on the Republican side. On the Democratic side, Bernie Sanders, it could catch on in the summer months. He has bested Hillary Clinton. And on the Republican side, we're still waiting to see who has come in second. Right now, John Kasich has a slight lead over Jeb Bush and Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, but it is not clear at this hour who is coming in second or third, so we continue to watch that number as the bottom of your screen shows you what percentage of the raw vote has come in. It's 13% of the Dem side, 9% of the Republican side, and you can see where the leaderboard rests right now. Marco Rubio with 10%, Christie at 8%. Fiorina and Carson.
Surprising to see Christie in that spot, because he went on the attack. He thought he was getting momentum, but it does not look like tonight he's got the traction according to the exit polls and the raw total coming in. If
he hurt Marco Rubio at that debate, it was not in a way that helped him from the look of it, helped himself, Governor Chris Christie. We'll continue to watch it. In the meantime, Martha MacCallum's been looking at the exit polls, which show how Donald Trump won New Hampshire. Martha, what are you seeing?
Yeah, they sure do, Megan and Brett. Donald Trump worked hard and against type, I would point out this week, to downplay the expectations. He said he would be happy if he won New Hampshire by 1 vote, but in fact, he won big. So let's take a look at how he did it. He won with voters who are worried about the economy and about terrorism, and these voters want an outsider to tackle both of those at this point in the history of the country. The Republicans, at least, most voters, 32%, say the economy is the most important issue for them. Of them, Trump has said, of course, that he's going to bring back jobs to America. He got 27% of those voters. Kasich got 24%, and Rubio's at 14% right now, and Bush is at 13%. Most New Hampshire Republicans also say that they trust Donald Trump to handle the problems in the economy. 39% say that. Kasich got 18 of those, Bush at 11, and Cruz at 11% for those voters as well. Trump voters also are very worried about terrorism. 91% of GOP voters worry that there will be another attack on U.S. soil, and many of them agree with Donald Trump's controversial call to temporarily halt Muslim immigration as an underlying factor in all of this. So 33% who are worried about another U.S. attack want Donald Trump to be the nominee. 14% of those went to Kasich. Cruz got 13%, as did Marco Rubio. Now, about half of Republicans today say that they want an outsider to go to the White House. Trump wins that, no problem, hands down, 57%. Not a big surprise there. Cruz gets 12%. Fiorina, who has pushed herself as an outsider candidate all along, gets 9%, and Kasich got 6% of those. And finally, the much-discussed independent vote came out big for Donald Trump today. Independents made up 42% of the Republican vote. 32% of those went to Trump. 18% went to Kasich. He has appealed to them in a broad way, and Bush and Cruz both at 12%. Now, think about this for a moment. The late deciders who put Kasich over Trump by just 1 point. Now, we don't know much about whether or not the Saturday night debate hurt Marco Rubio, but consider this. With the momentum that he had coming out of Iowa, Marco Rubio was in a great position to grab those late decider votes. But it turns out, looking at these numbers, that those who decided in the last days ended up going for Kasich, 21%. They went for Trump, 20%, and Rubio, 14%. Let's swing over to the Democrats now. Sanders won the New Hampshire Democratic primary with strong support from voters under the age of 45. Not a big surprise. He got 74% of them. Independents gave him 72% of that vote. And 70% of voters whose top concern is income inequality, an issue he has pushed hard, went for him. 92% of those who value honesty in their candidate picked Bernie Sanders as their candidate tonight. So lots to look at, especially when it comes to that second and third place spot. We're seeing some interesting underlying fundamentals in these exit polls. We'll bring you those later. Brett and Megan, back to you.
All right, so we've been looking at Martha over there doing the exit polls all evening. She looks like she's in another building. However, check this out. We're going to look. She's right there. Like, why can't we just be together and talk about it? Why?
We can make that happen.
Yes.
We have the technology. But this way it makes it look like we're just so all over the place.
Like we don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, put her over there. We don't even look at her.
We do like you.
We do.
I'm taking reservations, though, over here. Let me know if you want to.
Excellent. We'd like the table in the front.